Hi, I'm Bryce, and welcome to Perfect Lil Sweeties Gym. Come on in. All right, welcome. Let's start the tour, right? So, I guess one of the first things you probably notice when you come in is this massive bridge belt squat. It's one of the early pieces I bought when I started my gym. It's covered up right now, but there's like a Matt Wenning logo on it, so I think it's like early on, and when he was producing these before he was making them himself. I haven't been able to find it online, so I don't know when it's from. But I drove to Wisconsin to pick this up by myself on a day off, and it was awesome. I got it for like $500. Picked it up from a guy who had a gym in I think Hudson, Wisconsin. He said that he got it from a gym in North Dakota, Metroflex Gym. And just a weird side note about this thing, I was watching a video from when like Eddie Hall and Brian Shaw were all doing strongest man in history, strongest man in history. They were training in that gym in North Dakota, and this thing was in the background, like this exact one. It's a bridge. It was red. I was nerding out. I was so excited. Showed my girlfriend. She was like, "Yeah, man, cool." But yeah, so this thing's been in the background of an Eddie Hall, Brian Shaw video.
You got loaded up pretty heavy today too. I see.
Yeah, I got it loaded up pretty heavy with these 25s. And it's kind of like my weight storage for my deadlift area because I am lazy. I do not want to haul weights from over there, and weight trees kind of get in the way. So it's like best of both worlds. I can use these weights here, I can use them to deadlift, all that. It's great. So I'm glad I have this thing. It's a tank. From there, we go over here. I got some boxes that my dad built. He's also running the camera. He is the best. He built these for me. There's a pair of 4-inch ones. There's some like 2-inch ones. These are 6 inches, and then these really big ones are 10,
Yeah,
8,
12. No, it might be 12 actually.
12.
I tried to make them go up in increments where if you could stack the shorties on one side, the tall ones would add up, but
Yeah,
my math went wrong.
yeah. Oh, this sign's awesome. It's like in the background of like a lot of my deadlift videos. No reason to be alive if you can't do deadlift. RIP John Paul Sigmarsson. And then up here, I got some bar storage. I got more bars stored over there. We'll get to those later, but I got the SS yoke. Absolutely love this bar. It's probably the specialty bar I use the most. And then I got a Texas deadlift bar, Texas squat bar. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that knows, like, is this raw steel, whatever. I don't remember what they were when I bought them. From here, I got some fun, like, WWE belts that are like toys. I actually have my shirt from when I auditioned to be in the WWE, went to Orlando, all that stuff. Great time. I hung that up. There's like a thing for a picture. Eventually, someday, I will put a picture in there from it, but I get sidetracked easily, as you can probably tell from this video. Um, got this whiteboard. Sometimes I'll write like Perfect Little Sweetie of the Month. It's pretty much just me and my sister that work out here, so it's usually me or her that gets the Perfect Little Sweetie of the Month. Comp records, some lifetime goals, stuff that my sister has done. Uh, it's awesome. And then from here, we go to my leg curl machine and my leg extension machine. I picked these up at the same time for like $200. I'm like a hawk on the marketplace. So is my friend Paul Foss. Shout out to Paul Foss. He spotted these in Del Rapids, so not far from us, for $200, and I thought a piece, but it was 200 total. And I think they came out of like the Catholic school in Del Rapids. They're like old beefy pieces. I think this is an old Magnum piece, and then this is not Magnum, but I mean it's heavy duty, overbuilt, awesome.
There was an equipment company out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think they're out of Wisconsin. This is like Badger Magnum. I think it was made in Wisconsin. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not like a total nerd. I don't know. I don't know that kind of stuff. Um, Weight plate tree that I just kind of use for weights for the lat pull down and like change plates for when I'm deadlifting. Um, from there we go to these things. These things are pretty sweet. Dad, you actually found these for me. They're
We were picking up books.
Yeah, you were picking up something books, right, with
Yep,
mom.
yep.
for like a teacher friend of mom's off.
We were getting them to teachers that needed books for
Yeah,
their classroom.
teachers that needed books for their classroom. These were in the corner of the garage, and you're like, "How much you want for those?" And the lady's like, "I don't know, $100." So they're like old Excel dumbbells, 10s, 15s, 20s, 25s, 30s, and a lone 50. I've never really seen any of these before, and it'd be really fun to keep filling out the set. I think they just look really cool. From what we've researched, I think they're from the 70s,
70s, 80s. Yeah.
70s and 80s.
And I think Excel is still around, but the logo's changed. They probably
Yeah.
got bought out by somebody.
Yeah, there's Excel's sort of still around. Maybe there's like you see
Or
lots of
maybe
old
just a
plates.
different company picked up
Yeah,
the name, too.
could be a different company. From there we go to my music setup. My friend Mike brought this over. It's just like I don't even know. It's like speakers. It sounds good. It's loud. The space heater that I try to heat this garage with doesn't really heat much, but if you're right here, it's pretty warm on a winter day. I got a little TV, live nude sign. For working at my job for 5 years, I got a gift card and I bought this on Amazon. So shout out to work for the for the live nude sign. Captains of Crush grippers. Co Keefe gave me these. Co Keefe from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hooked me up with these. Awesome. These things. He gave me like a neck harness and something else. Something else. It was cool when he was here. I love Co. He's awesome. Lots of Spuds McKenzie stuff out here. I collect like big mugs too, Spuds McKenzie mugs, and I think it's awesome. I don't drink Bud Light, but I think that it's just such a fun logo. I love this. It looks like he's like handing you a beer. Makes me laugh. Oh, Perfect Lil Sweeties Gym is a Massenomics Certified Training Center. Yeah, it was a pretty rigorous, hard process to get this. Like I just had to go on their website and buy it. So it wasn't just any run of the mill easy thing to do. Got my belt here. Had this thing since college. Love it. The coffee table, reverse hyper. I always keep these hundreds on it, loaded up. Love this thing, and here it is doing its job. Hold my notebook that I write like all my training log in. Drink spotter XL. Got a couple drink spotters around this place. No drink goes unspotted in this gym.
Also your diary, you told me.
Oh yeah, this is also kind of my diary because I don't really do much, so it's usually like what I lifted on that day, and then sometimes I'll be like, "Yeah, it was a pretty good day today," or "Today sucked." Like it's like that. I usually write like who trained here. Sometimes if it's like a noteworthy, like it was like -10, it was horrible. I'll write that in there because sometimes it does. It does affect your training. I got all these guys on the wall here. Pull down stuff. These were like the Walmart off-brand mag grips. I don't think they even make them anymore. Some grenades from Elite FTS. A Grip Genie skull that I just thought looked really sick. I got that on Black Friday this last year. Massenomics South Dakota license plate, of course. Got to represent Massenomics. Love those guys. They're the best. Oh, this sign. This is like I went to school at Augustana in Sioux Falls here, and I don't really see this logo much, and I love that logo. I mean, I even have it tattooed on me, that logo. So I had to pick that up. Another Facebook Marketplace find. This is my friend's dad, Corbin. Corbin might be watching right now, so shout out to Big C. He had a thing with Chunky Soup. He signed it. He says, "To Bryce, feed your hunger." That's my friend Jake Lacina. We used to live together, and when I first started the gym, he was like the other guy that trained here. What?
Talk about the banners.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the other guy that trained here, and these are his like playing cards. He was in the USFL and the XFL and the UFL, I guess, when it was all together. So his bio on Instagram is member of Perfect Little Sweeties Gym. Oh, this is like a thing like Four Loco sent me. One time I had a tweet go viral about Four Loco, so they sent me like a whole care package. It's like a can that I'm gonna eventually put smelling salts in this thing, so it'll be like before big lifts. Got a bunch of plates, a couple pairs of milled Yorks on the end here. Eventually, I would love to get this thing so it's all York weights. Got some York Hundos on the bottom. Recently picked up some more York Hundos that'll be adding on to this. yeah, so the goal is to get this to be like all Yorks eventually. Um, some chains. I got more chains over there. Glute ham glider from Titan. Yeah, this old lat pull down. In the long run, I'd love to upgrade this lat pull down. It just kind of it works, does its job. If like a selectorized one pops up on marketplace, I'm snatching that up for the right price. Um, GHG, GHR, I don't know, who cares, whatever you want to call it. Pick this thing up. It's an absolute tank. Marketplace find, like $400. Um, the person like, yeah, we didn't really use it much because it was more convenient to like go to the gym by their work. So they thought they didn't use it much. These rollers are great. I've been loving it. Oh, my snow boots, because this is a garage and I still have my snow blower out here. So I snow boot up before I snow blow. Another drink spotter, some Obsidian Ammonia, their Ale Ammonia Massenomics collab. Lots of stickers all over this thing. WWE, Grip Genie, all that. I just kind of like the sticker blasted look. This squat rack is actually a double-sided rack. It's just I don't really have the space to have both sides up. The other side's over there. It's double-sided half rack. I picked it up in. It's like one of the first pickups for the gym I got. I got it for like $800. It's Elite FTS. I got it in Hull, Iowa. The thing's a tank. I love it. I don't think I'll probably ever replace it. Um, This power bar, this Ohio power bar, is the first bar I got for my gym. I love it. I pretty much use it for everything. I do like to squat on the squat bar, but I'm doing a powerlifting meet coming up where we're using a power bar. So I think it kind of just makes you better to kind of use the more difficult equipment, I guess, like the whippy power bar. Squat a big weight on a whippy power bar, and you go to a squat bar and it doesn't whip. A lot easier. Bench on this thing, deadlift on this thing. I absolutely love this thing. It's probably got the most wear and tear. It gets the most use of anything out here. Rep bench with a fat pad. Thing's awesome. Go over here. We got all sorts of different kind of weird bars and stuff. Titan camber squat bar, rackable. Your mom got me this for Christmas a couple years back. That thing's awesome. Multi-grip Titan bar with the Massenomics sticker on it. So it's a Massenomics grip bar for sure. I think it's more of a Massenomics bar than a Titan bar to me. This I got from York Barbell. It's a fat grip bar. Um, I benched quite a bit with it. It just feels better in my hands to have like a big bench bar, a little easier on my elbows. This thing's sweet. We picked up a pair of hundreds and another leg machine that yeah, yeah, this thing is sweet. Um, we picked up a pair of hundreds and a leg machine, and then this guy had this in the corner, and I was like, "Oh, what do you want for the um, camber bench bar?" I guess other people call it the McDonald bar because of that. The bencher in the '70s, Mike McDonald. He uh, this is how he got his bench up to like 500, 600 pounds, something like that. And he was out of Duluth, Minnesota. So I picked it up because he wanted like $50 for it. I thought it was just cool looking and old. And on top of it, it says French Creations, Duluth, Minnesota. That Mike guy was from Duluth or that area. So I'm pretty sure this is like the bar. He sold this bar in like Powerlifting USA or something like that. So I think this is like an original McDonald bar, which I think is super cool. A boneyard power bar, a fat curl bar. I got a couple Black Fridays ago. Uh, this loadable dumbbell handle I got just because it's crazy. When I used to like work weekends, I would like get paid a little more and I'd pick up like little dumb things for my gym that I'm just like, well, I'm working the weekends, I'm gonna treat myself. And I got this thing. This thing's sweet. You can load it up really heavy, croc rows, all that stuff. So I love it. Um, I don't think they make this anymore. It's a Kabuki pain pill. Found it on Marketplace. It's like for body tempering. Thing's sweet. Various kettlebells. These board presses that you made for me, Dad. They say little sweeties on them.
I spelled it the way my mom spelled her name when she did paintings.
Yeah, so that's
Little
how.
Sweeties is a little wrong, but her name was Lillian.
Yeah,
Her middle name was.
Yeah, so that's my grandma's middle name was Lillian, and she'd sign her paintings as Lil, right?
Yep.
And so my dad, you spelled it this. You weren't doing that on purpose,
No,
right?
I didn't do it on purpose. I
Yeah,
thought that's the way you spelled it, and because I didn't look.
yeah. And then on the sides, he put alligators and elephants because like that's what you'd draw for me when I was being bad in church.
Yep.
You'd on the bulletin, you'd draw like little elephants and
Actually, we were
alligators
both bored at church. That started.
when we were bored at church. And then from
One of the
there,
various ones of those.
yeah, so there's different sizes of those. From there, we go here. I got dumbbells galore. Like I said, we had those globes over there. We got a set of fives through 50s of York round heads, and those set probably one of my most exciting Facebook finds in the Sioux Falls area. I was laying in bed. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and like I see this list. I'm just typing in stuff before bed, like I always do. Just scroll in the marketplace. I typed in dumbbells, and these were listed as just dumbbells, and it was fives. You couldn't really tell what was all there, but I knew they were round heads, and they wanted $100 for them, and it was like a ton of them. And I'm like, 100 for everything? I can be there right now. So I hop out of bed. I throw on like shorts and a sweatshirt. I meet this guy. I think it was snowing outside, 10 o'clock at night. Give him $100, and they gave me all these dumbbells, and it was just the like kid in a candy store. So pumped. I couldn't sleep afterwards. I think I slept like 45 minutes that night, and I was still super pumped at work. Um, from there, I got 55s through 85s in 5 pound increments in a mix of rubber dumbbells, cast iron dumbbells. And then from 85s, we jumped to hundreds. Then we got 115s, single 120, 130s, and 140s. Those things are sweet. I picked those up in Sioux City. The big ones I picked up in Sioux City from uh, a powerlifter who's super strong, had a garage gym. Cool guy. Uh, and then before these, I had like a cast iron set that was the matching set to these. I picked those up from a guy, and I got a good deal on them. He was like, "Oh man, I'm just going through a divorce."
About 3 hours away.
Yeah, I drove like 3 hours for those. I've probably put with our last trip, I probably put 100 plus hours on the road driving for stuff. A lot of road trips, but it's been awesome. And that's the big thing about the equipment from Marketplace. It's like one time I bought a thing from a guy. He's like, "Yeah, I bought a golf cart. My wife wasn't very happy. I bought a golf cart, so I had to sell this. It was a reverse hyper. Got it for a good deal." So yeah, just kind of
Hey, do you have horses around here?
yeah. Oh, I must. I no horses, just horse stall mats all over the floor. I got quite a few of those. Growing collection of those. I mean, uh, yeah, no horses though. And I got some football blocking pads because my sister did like a strongman meet, and she's kind of getting into. She kind of is into the strongman stuff a little bit, so I thought they'd make good crash pads. Some sandbags just for strongman stuff. They're kind of fun to play with sometimes. A tib bar that I never really use. Oh, and it's got a milled York 10 kilo plate on it. I got a couple pairs of milled York 10 kilo plates on it over there. My sister just got me this last week. I love it. It's a set of walkie talkies that are shaped like Hulk Hogan and Goldberg. They're awesome. And everyone's favorite part of wrestling, Morse code. From there, we just got like a hodgepodge, like crazy collection of stuff. That's the thing about my gym is I kind of like it to look like a dive bar meets your grandma's like living room kind of vibe. I got this fireball shot in case of emergency, in case Lou Nutter ever shows up here again. Picture of my friend. He makes rap music for kids. Blake Rules. Check out the song "I Love My Mom" by Blake Rules. My football jersey from college. Macho Man Randy Savage. A skull with the Massenomics hat on it. More Spuds McKenzie stuff. Spuds McKenzie mask. Oh, these are probably like the most rare set of plates out here for sure. They're dogs playing poker. Um, some bench blocks, Elite FTS bench pads, a champagne bucket from my buddy's wedding that was allegedly taken, and then just different wraps, these Huck Finn wraps, uh, my shoes, knee wraps, all that stuff, all the kind of stuff for powerlifting. Oh, these helmets were left like in a rental property of somebody that knows us, and they were like, "Hey, you can take them. This isn't actually what our college's helmet looks like. I don't know what the deal is, but it's sweet." But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much Perfect Lil Sweeties Gym. And then if we come over here, we've got a bunch of new vintage weights that I need to integrate into the find places for them, put them away. But if you want to see what I have here, check out my vintage weights haul from the Arnold video.